Hey y'all, I'm Dave. I wanted to talk to you about trying to date with NF1. Um, there are a few people that that understand NF1 and don't have a problem with you, but even in high school, middle school, I was made fun of because I had a bigger head, called Franken forehead. You know, I grew up kind of poor. I grew up in the trailer court. But my dad and mom did what they could. My dad was over a road truck driver, so I barely seen him when he was, around. So it was more my mom I was, seeing. And I was bullied pretty bad in school, believe it or not. Kids just, being different, because, I was real skinny because I don't know if that's dealt with NF1, but I was real skinny. Patches, cafe spots all over me, so I was called, Patches. You know, um, Girls made fun of me in high school. Um, there was a couple people I liked in high school. I tried asking out, and basically turned down, laughed at. I'm not dating no freak. You know, um, Being bullied in school, is pretty hard. I grew up poor. I didn't have a car. Um, when I was in high school, I didn't even drive. Rode a bike. While all the cool guys, it seemed that the girls were more into the jocks than anything. The guys that had it all, nice house, nice cars, this and that. I tried dating, made fun of, got shot down for prom a lot. Um, I really didn't start getting bumps. I didn't really have any bumps in high school, just a few. I had some on my neck. I was called nipple neck, all that stuff. That really impacts you. Because you can't do nothing because of NF. You get more and more and more bumps. I'm not trying to make a long video on this because I know people don't really like long videos. But being bullied in school, probably since middle school, I was being made fun of. I really did. I had a few friends, but high school I had some friends. I had some friends on the got tired of me getting bullied. They was on the football team. They told people to leave me the fuck alone. Um, but when you try dating with NF, it's still hard. It sets in your mind that you're not good enough for anybody. Like in high school, I was asked out girls, got made fun of. I went to kind of a preppiest high school. Where more people had nicer cars, better things. It just impacts you. And growing up, even more. I didn't even date. Really didn't start dating until I met my ex. And we was together 15 years, and it just didn't work out. What can you do? After 15 years, you got to start this process all over again. I've tried dating sites. I'm very upfront of what I have. I have bad teeth because the NF just something with the gums and NF, just destroys your teeth. And most of them want to think you're a meth head, a crackhead, because you have bad rotten teeth. Before you judge someone why they have bad teeth, don't assume they do drugs. I can't help. I'm trying to get my teeth fixed now, but because of COVID, everything is backed up for months. It took me 8 months to get an MRI for my brain to see if I had any tumors. It took six months to get my eyes looked at, which the MRI didn't show no tumors, but it did show bright spots of NF. Um, the eye noozles, nuggles, however you pronounce that, does show I have some in my eyes. They want to monitor that every year, make sure no tumors growing in the back of my eyes, stuff like that. And try dating sites. Once they find out you have NF and you have some bumps everywhere, I'm very upfront. Then it impacts you even more. They seem like they don't want to date. Now don't get me wrong, there are some out there that don't care about NF. They care about the person. I have a bunch of people on Facebook that I wish that lived closer because most of them are far away. And sometimes you just want to move away and get away, If my kids are 2 hours from me, I don't want to get farther than 2 hours away. It's about an hour and a half, hour 45. Depends how much you drive, But again, I grew up kind of without a dad, but I had a dad, but barely seen him. I don't want to be that with my kids. It's hard enough for me not to be able to see them now, being so far away. And but NF has impacted me for dating. Is this why does someone want to date someone with bumps all over you? Why my tattoos? That's nasty. Why would you do that? Tattoos are the mark of the devil. You can't win. And NF progresses. And it gets worse as you age. And it just put me in a deep, deep depression. I'm still fighting depression as we speak, I get out and talk to people. It's just, dating sites, even dating sites are hard, because you don't have a nice house, or you don't have a nice car, or they ask you how much, where do you work at, how many hours you work, or do you have your own house, what kind of car you drive, why does that matter, all this stuff that you have, I have my own apartment, have my own car. And right now I'm on unemployment, so, they don't even want to deal with that because I'm not working, Again, it's just, they want to judge you. Like I said, I'm upfront about NF and what I have. And they ask what it is. And they ask, well, how many tumors you got? Will you get more bumps? Will they get bigger? How many spots you have? This, that, and that, and after that, you tell them, show them pictures, and explain to them what it is. I have a mild case, and please, I'm really sick of tired of hearing that there's people worse off than you. Be glad you don't have it worse. Like I said, that's like telling a cancer patient, be glad you ain't dead yet. NF still affects you. It don't matter if you have 20 bumps, 100 bumps. Most of mine you can't see on camera. They're real tiny. Some show, but some don't. Until you get in the right light, then they all pop up. And it's just, that is, seem they want to judge you because you have NF, And dating, I've tried 3 or 4 different sites, and they talk to you for a little while. Then, you think, oh, hey, man, maybe this might work out. Ask them for coffee, go out on a date sometime, this and that, and poof, they're gone. They just ignore you. Or they block you. I've met four different people offline, and see them after that, poof. Ghost. I wish I had better teeth. I'm working on that. I'm trying to set a dentist up, but you have to go to a dentist. Then they have to refer you to an oral surgeon. And the oral surgeon has to refer you, if he can get it all. If not, they have to refer you to I guess there's an oral surgeon and there's someone else. I want put to sleep, but they don't know if they'll do that. Because I gotta get my heart tested and all that, make sure I can go under. And it's just a big, like a big old waste, you do this and that and this and that. You know, and it's just hard for, being bullied, Still to the day, I still get bullied. Friggin' someone told me the other day on one of the sites, why would you want someone dated who has a big football head? I can't help what NF's done to me, NF does make you have some people have a bigger head, so I mean, that's what it is, Being bullied, I didn't tell my mom much, because, she had enough worrying about NF. And when my grandma was in the hospital, she was dying from brain tumor from NF. So she was dealing with that. And I didn't want to tell her what I was going through. I was getting made fun of. Girls making fun of me. And shortly after that, my grandma passed away. Then my mom got into big depression. And she was pretty bad off. Then I think about a year or two later, my grandpa, her dad, passed away. So that put her in worse depression. And kids used to, she used to take me to school when she was little, and people used to make fun of her. Look at the bumped woman, all that. And people are just freaking fucking hateful, really. No, tell you the truth, they're just hateful. They just look at someone and make fun of them, and depression is hell. Some people have suicide thoughts like I've had, but I'm fighting through it. So, every day's a struggle, and, just don't bully someone with NF, and don't judge if you want to date someone with NF because, it don't matter if they have bumps or not all over them, but I don't understand it. But, I thought I'd make a video on bullying and dating and growing up, and I can make more if you want, Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been down and still fighting depression. And depression is hell when you have no one around to help you locally. I have a lot of support on Facebook, and I thank all of you. I have almost 5,000 people on my friends list. I just started YouTube. I have 112 subs. Hope I get more. But thanks for all the subs I've had. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably done something stupid by now. I just wish someone was locally, even that had NF, would understand this, People with NF, without NF, just say, oh, get over it. Stop thinking that stuff. Just get over it. It's not that easy. Trust me. It's not that easy to get over it. You're going to be full of bumps the rest of your life, So yeah, thanks